Well, good morning, everyone. How are you? Once again, welcome to another live this morning. Hope you're having a great start to your day. We sure appreciate you coming on with us, and you guys are great. And we sure like to say hello to some of our dear friends that are able to get us live here. We understand not everybody can do that, but we like to say hello to friends here as we get going. Let me see here. Mike, how are ya? You're numero uno. Andrea, good morning to ya. Niagara Falls. I'd be cold there this morning. Brahim. Portland, Oregon. How are ya? And Sandy from Fergus Falls, Minnesota. Janice, Brampton. Kathy, Port Perry, how are ya? And Shirley, Twin Gate, Newfoundland. Lynn Marie, Jocelyn, bonjour, and cold. Somebody got sent into the clouds. Jeanette from our staff, how are you? Kevin from Oshawa. Diane, Thunder Bay, good morning. Deb from Motown. Cold, is it? Shelley, Sherwood Park, Alberta. And Shediak, who was that? And Lisa Marine. See, guys, sometimes it goes up into clouds. Dorothy, how are you? PEI. And from Bolton, was that IT? Chantal, Ottawa. And Leela Werner, good morning. And Tasha, good morning to you. And I don't know, I can't see it. Fran, Orangeville, good morning. Brahim said that Michael and Andrea cheated. Lori, Ryan, Sarasota, Florida. Donna, and Craig and Darla in Indiana. Elsie, how are you? Betty Lynn, Brantford. And Georgie, Halifax, Nova Scotia. And Luella, how are you, Luella, from Tennessee? What's that temperature like? Carrie, Nebraska. Cold? Arlene, how are you? The one that said, don't put me in the cloud. Janice. Dale. Sometimes, guys, you got to put your name on the bottom line. Hi, Patricia. Marilyn, PEI. Gwen, Strathmore, Alberta. In the clouds, I can't see. Rita. Nellie, how is you? And Nativity, minus 32 Celsius. Cold. Wendy, April, good morning. And Janice, how are you? Jude, Troy, New York. And Mike. Mike says Brahim has lost his mind. Annette, how are you? Jean from Bradenton. Sandy, Gloria and Wanda. Barbara, Kansas. Mary, P-E-I. Susan, Cape Breton, cold. Everywhere's cold, guys. Mary, Elaine, good morning to you. And Marlo from Ottawa, how are you? Okay, a couple of more, let's get going. Laurie, Niagara Falls, how are you? Jean from Peterborough. Okay, guys, I literally, okay, because we haven't had time to get at these, I got 12 different studies that I flagged. There's lots of them, okay? And I want to keep you updated. I want to keep you up to date on what's new in health news. And, sometimes you see these, some of them hit mainstream, but most don't. And they're interesting. I always find them interesting, okay? This increasing sun, okay, I might have talked about this a little bit. Increasing sun, you have better survival rates with melanoma. Now, doesn't that go against the grain, right? Because if you talk to 99.9% of every physician would tell you melanoma is caused by the sun. And that's the more aggressive, more deadly cancer. And you know what, guys? It's just the opposite. I've been saying that for more than 30 years. The sun protects you from cancer. Don't go burn in it, okay? But you're not getting the deadly melanoma. Melanoma is another puppy altogether. And here's the newest study. If you increase your sun intake, you have better survival rates from melanoma. Newsflash. Okay. Now I know my audience gets it because I wrote that book behind me there. Let me do this. Sun, Steak, and Steel. And I meant it. I meant it with the sun. Listen to this. This is another one with vitamin D. And again, I touched on it the other day. Raising your blood levels, your serum vitamin D levels in the United States to 80 ng/ml. Okay? In the United States, they measure vitamin D by ng/ml. Don't get into the weeds. Just say, what's my number, doc? If you get a blood test, if you are 80, they'll say you're high. But research is showing that when you're around 80, which is, by the way, 200 in Canadian. Okay, so you take an American number, and then you go to NMOL-L. Ooh, that's how they measure it. And in Canadian numbers, it's 200. So your serum dehydroxy vitamin D, when it's 200, you have, listen to this, you reduce your risk of cancer, all cancers, by 70%. Now, guys, you would think that's mainstream. You would think that every news organization, whether it's online or mainstream, would be talking about this. Okay? Raising your blood, serum blood, okay, your blood levels of vitamin D to 80 ng/ml or 200, okay, Canadian, reduces your risk of all cancer by 70%. Vitamin D, the sun. Isn't that crazy? Well, what else is giving you that kind of numbers? And remember, I've told you this, guys, your white blood cells, just your immune system, part of it, your white blood cells, they have antennas looking for what? The sun. Okay? They're looking to charge their batteries with the sun, your white blood cells. You better charge them up. And of course, like the sun's going to be out here today. I'm looking out a window here, and I can tell you, you ain't getting no vitamin D today in Sudbury, Ontario, Canada. Okay? Where Santa Claus lives. It's cold. You're not getting vitamin D. This is the time you better be taking your vitamin D. And guys, it's worth the investment. If you have to pay for it, get your vitamin D level. Don't wait for the government, because the government, they don't think vitamin D is important. It's only, oh, you don't have osteoporosis, so why are you worried about your vitamin D? Okay? Which is silly, but that's the way it is. And it's worth, if you can, pay for it. Okay? Talk about that all the time. Okay. Study number 2. Wegovy and Ozempic. Okay? The designer drugs, I call them. Hot, hot, hot. You can hardly get them. They come out of Europe, and they're injections, and they work along the line of GLP-1. Now, here's the study. Okay? Here's the study. Low-carb dieting. Okay? Low-carb dieting. What do I like? What's eggs, meat, and cheese? It's low-carb dieting. Okay? Low-carb dieting. Okay, here's the study. produces the same GLP-1. Your body has that. Your body produces it. But when you go low carb, your body produces more of GLP-1, the same thing that Wegovy and Ozempic do. That's how they work. And you can go low carb without the side effects. And by the way, you should be low carb the rest of your life. I didn't say no carb. I said low carb the rest of your life. Your main ingredients on your plate should be protein and animal fat. And once you're done the reset, you can add some fruits and vegetables. But your main course of all your meals is protein. It's eggs, meat, and cheese. And with meat, you get, okay, let me just say it, because people, Doc, where am I going to get all my nutrients? You get in meat, okay? Especially chicken, steak, and then chicken second. You know, people with chicken. Ugh. Why do you eat chicken when you can have steak? Anyway, like beef, red meat, hamburger, okay? Even chicken. You got all your nutrients in there. So when you go low carb, okay, and you're eating mainly from the animal kingdom, you're getting all your nutrients. People think, where am I going to get my magnesium? Where am I going to get my potassium? Dr. Martin, you know how many times I heard this in the office, okay? Dr. Martin, where would I get potassium without a banana? Yeah, you get potassium in steak. You don't need vegetables to get your potassium. Now, I'm not saying you can't, okay? Remember now, the reset is a 30-day program, and for some, they stay on it because it's so good for you. But then you can add some fruits and just don't live on them. I don't want anyone to live on fruits and vegetables, because now you're going to be devoid of nutrients. You can't get the amino acid profile that you need. You don't get the vitamins and minerals that you need in fruits and vegetables. You just don't. You're not going to get B12. You're not going to get heme iron. You're not going to get even vitamin D from your food. You won't get vitamin A. So Wegovy and Ozempic copy the GLP-1 hormone that your body already produces, but so does a low carb. Now, it may not be as dramatic, it may not be as fast, but you don't get the side effects. There's a new side effect out for these drugs. I'm telling you, okay, let me just say something. I have to go down a rabbit trail just for a second. I've been saying this for a couple of years now, okay? And I'm going to say it again so that my audience hears me loud and clear. I'm telling you, once Wegovy, Ozempic, and others, when we're down the road, a couple of years from now, they're going to look back and they're going to say, man, oh man, the side effects that people, dramatic weight loss, but paying an enormous price. And the newest study out now is on muscle wasting. Okay? On muscle wasting. Never mind just getting an Ozempic face. And your digestive system, sometimes permanently changed. The mobility in the stomach, in the bowel, is sometimes forever changed. And then you get muscle damage they're talking about. And it seems to me that your heart is a muscle. I'm telling you guys, when they will go down a couple of years, because Hollywood is doing it, everybody is doing it, and it sounds You know, guys, when something sounds too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Now look, temporarily, yep, it works. Long term, you heard it here. Long term, I'm telling you. Okay? Anyway, I get it with people, they want to lose weight. You know, do you think, and they're frustrated and it's not easy. But I'll tell you, it's putting the cart before the horse. Because the best thing that someone can do is understand how fuel works in your body. Your body is meant to be driven on fat and protein. When you change fuels and you realize that, you know, that most people are carboholics, and when they switch that out, the long-term benefits of that are legion. They're unreal. And again, I've been around a long time. I've seen it in tens of thousands of people. And they get off the metabolic Titanic and they change directions in their lives. They understand the importance of nutrition and nutrients, and they understand where the best nutrients are found in the animal kingdom. Meat has all the nutrients you need. Eggs have a little less, okay? Eggs have a little bit less than meat, but they're tremendous. And dairy has a little bit less, okay? And a little bit less than meat. But dairy is a little bit less than eggs even. But tremendous. I love dairy. It's just getting the right dairy. It's getting the butter. It's getting the cream. That's why I allow you yogurt. Plain Greek yogurt. Okay? Yogurt's good. It's what they add to it that's no good. Okay. Thank you. I know I get excited. Another study. You won't hear this mainstream, guys. You won't. Okay? What is it? What is this study? High cholesterol. Okay, listen, Linda, Larry out there, listen. High cholesterol protects you from cancer. Who knew? High cholesterol. Okay? And now I'm giving every nutritionist a heart attack. Now I'm giving every physician a heart attack. And a lot of gurus, heart attacks. Let me say this again. Study. High cholesterol protects you from cancer. Vitamin D protects you from cancer. The sun protects you from cancer. And high cholesterol. Wow. And everybody and their dog is trying to get their cholesterol to come down. Isn't that silly? That's silly. And I've told you that. They're looking for love in all the wrong places because cholesterol was never and never will be at the root of heart disease. Your body makes cholesterol. God don't trust you. You got 85% comes from your liver, and the other 15%, even if you don't make it, you'll be low on it. Okay, even if you don't eat it, I'm sorry. If you don't provide 15%, you're making a big mistake. Yeah, you'll live, but your brain won't be sharp. Your hormones won't be right, because every hormone you own needs cholesterol to transport it. Vitamin D needs cholesterol to transport it. And cholesterol's the boogeyman. And of course, we've been saying for well over, and now I'm getting old, 30 over. I've been saying this I've never said anything else. Why are you worried about cholesterol? Well, you should be worried about it. Make sure it's high. Because no one ever died from, I know why you died. You had cholesterol coming through your ears. Nah, that's not what happened. Blaming cholesterol for heart disease is like blaming the policeman and the fireman because they're at a fire or they're at a crime scene. They're not the bad guy. Of course cholesterol's in the blood. That's where it belongs. It's the FedEx trucks on the highways and byways of your blood vessels, Amazon trucks, delivering whatever truck you like. Okay. Let me finish this. All right, where are we here in time? Okay, we got time. Chronically elevated blood sugar. Chronically elevated blood sugar. Part of metabolic syndrome, guys. Not diabetes. It's not there yet. Remember what I've said? Diabetes is the last thing to happen. Not the first, it's the last. When you read, okay, I got a PhD in obituariology, and I read obituaries because I want to know, I'm not in there first, but I want to know what people died of. Because usually you'll find out in the obituary. Not always, but most of the time. Okay? Give your money to the Heart Foundation or the Heart Society. Give your money to the Cancer Society. Give your money to the Alzheimer's Society and the Diabetes Society. Okay? Give your money there. And those are the big ones, guys. Okay? Heart, cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's. They're the top 4. Okay? And the other one is Pet Save. I always laugh at that one. Okay? What did they do with that money at Pet Save? Anyway, I don't want to get into that. All I know is when you read an obituary, you can that's what they died of. Okay? They died of the top 4, usually. Okay? Heart disease, number 1. Cancer, number 2. Alzheimer's, right there on the top. And diabetes. And guys, by the way, diabetes, okay, is really at the root of all of it. Like we've always said here on this program, you're a diabetic without being a diabetic. If you have elevated A1C, you're already a diabetic. It's just that you haven't got the diagnosis yet. And that's the last thing to happen because your body's dedicated to keeping sugar out of your bloodstream. Okay? Now, having said all of that, okay, here's the study. Chronically elevated blood sugar, okay, has an enormous effect on aging. Hello? Of course. Aging. Glycation. Guys, okay? You got collagen all over, okay? It's your matrix. It's part of your skin and everything. Okay? And what happens when you eat sugar, especially, and when sugar is left in your bloodstream unattended, it damages, well, one way you measure A1C, okay, what is A1C? Well, it's glycated, meaning that sugar is attaching itself to your red blood cells, the hemoglobin, in the middle of your red blood cells. It glycates that hemoglobin, that red blood cell. It kills, it ages the red blood cell. And you can measure that. But it also ages, this is what it's saying, this study. It causes severe glycation. that ages your body, your skin, your eyes, your organs, your bones, your muscles. It glycates. And you don't want chronically, and the only way you're going to get chronically elevated blood sugar is when you eat carbohydrates. Crappy carbs especially. They elevate your blood sugar, and now your insulin is doing everything it can to get that blood sugar regulated, and you might be, oh, you're still good. You know how many doctors I said, I heard this? Well, you're all right. You're not diabetic yet. But you're on the Titanic. You're on your way to being a diabetic. Don't wait till you're a diabetic. Now you've hit the iceberg already. Okay. Chronically elevated blood sugar has a massive effect on aging, glycation. Okay. I think I hit 1, 2, 3, 4 today. I had 12. Okay. I'm not starting the 5th one today. Okay. Guys, we love you. Okay, we love you guys. Thank you for being the greatest audience in the world. And I mean it, I say it, but you guys, do you think I mean it? I mean it. The best, the most educated, the smartest. And you guys pass the message around. Good for you. We appreciate it. Okay? And tell your friends, if they can't watch us live in the morning, that's all right. They can watch us again on Facebook. They can join our private Facebook group, or all of these are turned into the Doctor Is In podcast, and that they can get on their smartphone. On any device on their smartphone, they can listen to it then. Okay. Guys, love you. Talk to you soon.